Not really, I'm a dog man.
OK. I'm the same.
That sounded terrible.
Yeah. Jessie, how do you feel about them?
I like turtles.
Don't make it more complicated than it is already. You've moved out. I'm right. You've moved out from home.
Yep. Since
so how old are you, Kevin? That you made this momentous leap?
Well, I was 24 when I moved. I'm 25 now. I moved in the summer.
24. That's a kind of good these days. You know, people stay with their parents as possible. They get a bit of money put by there. How's it been? How's it been moving out? How you find it? Are you living on your own or with a flatmate?
No, I live on my own, and it's all right. I don't cook though, so I had to rely on sort of phoning home deliveries, phoning takeaways. But obviously that's quite unhealthy, so what I done was I bought a treadmill. So I stand on the treadmill and phone a Chinese and then run until it comes.
So you burn up the calories before it comes?
Before it comes. It's all right at the midweek, it's quite good. It only takes about 20 minutes. I'll stick a wee incline on. But at the weekend, you're talking about a 50-minute sprint, so... I live in the nice bit of Glasgow. It can be found. I was a bit shocked as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I was getting pictures where there's a car with a valid tax disc. I'm getting pictures.
Are they posh neighbours then, if it's a nice part of Glasgow? Is it a posh part of town? Because I remember going to Edinburgh and there was a kind of very posh part of Edinburgh.
Aye.
Real kind of old-school, posh kind of people. And that's kind of posher than Glasgow anyway, isn't it, Edinburgh?
Ah, that's the old stereo. Edinburgh's good. It's got its rough bits as well. They just try and hide it.
Yeah, yeah. They're outside, aren't they, a little bit?
A few street jugglers and some pantomimes to try and cover up for that sort of stuff.
I went to a place called, I think it was called Pennywell or something once.
Sounds pretty nice.
There was a pub with no windows.
A pub with no windows?
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't the beer garden you were sitting in?
I actually saw... It was inside. Do you find, but do people, because you've got the Glasgow accent, do people think that you're a bit tasty? Do you get unwanted attention?
I think I may be terrified. Beck's in the green room now. Probably associates my accent with Alex Ferguson, so he's probably sitting...
You know what? Why don't we see if you can give him the hairdryer treatment back there?
No, his hair's looking great, isn't it?
Do you miss that? Do you miss having Alex talk gently to you when you've made a slight mishap in one of the...
I mean, I miss everything about Sir Alex. Everything.
That's the most diplomatic answer anyone's ever given about Alex Ferguson. So you're going on a big tour, aren't you? You've got a big tour coming up.
Yes. My first tour was just a collection of stuff that I'd done through my whole...
For years?
Years, so this is the second.
You used to talk quite a lot about your family and growing up and kids at school and that kind of stuff, and presumably you can't now so much, especially if you're not living at home. So do you have to find, or can you still draw on them for...
Well, my tour's called The Story Continues, so it's a sort of... I'll be talking about moving into my new pad and all that sort of stuff. And...
So you've got all material based on what's going on?
Aye, no, I just... Not everything's about sort of... It's not always biographical, so stuff, whatever happens in the world.
Yeah. Let's talk about your TV show. Kevin Ridges, Watch the Story.
Yeah.
OK, it's a brilliant idea for a show. I'm surprised no one's done it before. Could you explain the premise?
Just based on the routine, we'll show a bit of the routine, then it'll sort of me going behind the jokes.
So you look at the material that you did on stage, and the tour was a fabulous success. You look at that, and then you say, OK, where did that story actually come from, if it was based in truth?
Pretty much.
And you go back and meet... So you go and speak to the people who you were inspired by?
Yep, my mum and dad are on the show. They're on the first episode.
Because you gave your dad quite a hard time, didn't you?
Aye, well, I've done a bit about catching him watching porn. So...
And what did you...
So you got to confront me about that on the show.
And what did you call him? What did you refer to him as on stage?
I think it was an arsehole, was it?
No, I think it's a dirty old...
Oh, a dirty bastard. Oh, that's right. And an arsehole, I think.
Yeah, you've called him an arsehole now as well. It's lovely for your father. And did your dad mind being called it?
No, because he gets people where he lives in Clydebank. There's people in the street who recognise him as my dad, and they're always shouting, "You dirty bastard, Dad." He's saying he hates it because it's like 13, 14-year-olds shouting "dirty bastard, Andy." And there's people looking at the guy going, I wonder who that is.
So what's the story with this... Because I'm going to show a clip in a moment. I looked at it, I thought, why are you here? You go over to visit a bunch of American teenagers.
That's right. I've done a routine about American house parties that you see on movies.
Yeah.
And then compared to the parties I had growing up, how they were kind of different. And we've been over to America. I just used a name. I said the name Chad Hogan.
So that was a name as a kind of generic American...
A generic American, let's go to Chad Hogan's. And then turns out this guy called Chad Hogan got bombarded on Facebook. And he sent me an email saying, thanks to you, I've got like 10,000 friends on Facebook, and next thing you want to come and party, give me a shout. So obviously this idea for the show came up.
So Chad Hogan... But you didn't know of a Chad. You just, made up
American.
The name. And so what kind of things did you say about your parties and Chad's, this imaginary Chad's parties? Just
that he had a band booked and red cups, and there's 35-year-old guys going, yeah, I guess you've just got the third base, man, yeah. And Whereas
your
other
parties
parties are just like 6 guys playing the PlayStation and fighting with each other.
So you went out to meet him?
Went over to meet him and he threw us a party.
OK, well, let's have a look. This is Kevin meeting Chad Hogan, who previously you thought you'd made up.
I thought it was a fictional beast.
But the real Chad Hogan was kind enough to invite you to a party. Here we go.
Chad had saved the best for last. Definitely something I have never seen at any party I've been to. A hot tub.
You came to the right party! Chad Hogan's party! Yeah!
See, in Scotland, that'd be using the toilet by about midnight, man.
Chad's party, as predicted, is as far removed from my experiences of an empty as it's possible to be, despite there being one reminder of Scotland.
The Proclaimers. But were they playing that just for you, or they always played that, or...?
I don't know, I think somebody requested it on the night, and they managed to... The guy printed off the lyrics, and he was just standing holding an A4 bit of paper and reading it, and he got the tune. What you don't see there is it was a booze-free party.
Yeah, so there was no alcohol.
No alcohol. It was in Logan, Utah, which is a big Mormon sort of town, and there was zero alcohol.
So...
And then he gave me a big tour of his house, and under his mattress, Chad, he's got an AK-47 and a pump-action shotgun.
Wow.
But he refuses to drink alcohol for religious reasons. I think he's misinterpreted the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Even Jesus liked to drink, but he never packed heat, so...
That starts next Wednesday. What channel is it on?
BBC One.
BBC One. It's not a great channel, but it's a great show. It used to be great, but they've gone downhill, don't you
I was going to
think?
say.
It's gone downhill.
Better couches as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah. More comfortable. Kevin, it's great to see you. I'm pleased you're doing so well. When does the tour kick off?
The tour starts in September.
Congratulations on the forthcoming tour, congratulations on the show, and congratulations on getting your own place.
Thank you. That's a lot of... Whoa, I'm actually doing all right.
Congratulations on your shoes.
Cheers.
My
pants?
Well, on the subject of pants, if we persuade David to show us his later on, I'm going to see whether you and Jessie want to join in and show us yours.
I've actually went commando for the evening. I went to try and buy a pair of his pants and they were sold out, so I've just got a pair of I Love London
Were they
pants.
sold out already?
Sold out, gone. And I was trying to get a shitload of Galaxy stuff to get signed, to take back up to Scotland and make a fortune. Just tell him it's for charity and all that, get up the road.
It's like a pension plan. Well, I hope you get some. It's great to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. Very funny man, Mr. Kevin Bridges. Sit there, relax, hold on, you don't have to rush. Thank you, Kevin. Join us after the break. I will be chatting to Jessie J, and coming after that, David Beckham. Don't go away. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Let's get straight amongst it, get my next guest out. She has been dominating the charts since she first exploded onto the scene this time last year. I can't wait to see her perform at the end of the show. Before she comes out, though, let's see her performing her first big hit. Great video as well for this, Price Tag.